Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team that wins.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
And he's going to keep it here. He's got a first. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, that was something to behold there. You might expect runs like that from a kick returner or wide receiver, but that's your quarterback hitting top speed.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 21. That one goes for 24 yards. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because...
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. From 8 yards out. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
He gave a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look up, elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
Steps away. He's going to take off with it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Here's Harris to return it. Now a hit and a loose football.
Recovered by the Bears.
And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Caught out left side by Robinson. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. 3 yards the gain there, second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
1 quarter down, 8-0 the score.
Saints nothing.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They'll run with Montgomery. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Escaping the pressure right. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. It's their quarterback taking it in as the Bears push further out in front. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. They'll look to throw on the move to his left. And he is in to make it 16-0. I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2015 out of Florida State, Jameis Winston.
And when you scout him on tape, you see the big wind-up delivery. But one other thing I noticed, when it's time to turn it loose, to let that ball go, he gets out of his hands quickly at that point and gets from A to B, B being the receiver, with some dispatch.
A first down throw for Winston. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down.
Jalen Johnson on the coverage.
On third down, here's Kamara. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Now the Bears going to use the... second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taken in at the 11. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0, and the Bears take over. And you want to talk about active hands. These guys, these defensive backs, these linebackers, they've had active hands.
Almost reminds you of those great basketball teams, the ones that really defend, and we talk about the length.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. He's going to take off with it, and he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And a loose football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Out to his left. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions, because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Dancing to his left. Now the ball comes loose, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. We now proceed to the start of the 2nd half.
Saints, nothing.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Here's Harris to return it. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And the Saints, 1st down.
Working out of the gun, Winston. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Play. 1st down, Saints.
Winston now from the 50. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. And glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Winston. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 34-yard line.
17 yards.
17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Jameis again. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
39-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Open man is the tight end, Troutman. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. 3rd and long for Winston. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires, and the Bears will get the football back. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for a strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's complete to Mooney. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll set up to throw. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
And he finds his tight end, Graham. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quickly into the hands of Robinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears will add on to their lead. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Thorough domination right now, and the game plan is simple, obviously, Charles. They're going for 2 after every touchdown, and it's 24-0.
Don't you just get the sense right now that they're just flexing? I mean, you'd be able to do whatever they want, how they want, 3 2-point conversions, and now they're up 24-0, so essentially they gained a field goal out of it without even trotting the kicker out there.
Here's Harris to return it. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
From the gun, Winston. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
Jalen Johnson.
There you go. There you go.
How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Watch your slap. Watch your slap.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Here we go now as they will again try for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Forced out to his left. And make him 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
Here's Harris to return it. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up second and 2.
Throwing again on second down. Winston. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. On the return is Cohen. And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting, but obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You know, you just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.